What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back today in the FFR shop working on the Acura. Let's jump right into getting this dash pulled out and get this joker on the scales. Finally! Man, that is the worst dash I've ever tried to take out in my life. Man, I have taken out so many dashes in my career of doing this, and that by far was the hardest one. I mean, check this out. More wires and bars than you can imagine. Lord knows I probably unplugged something I wasn't supposed to, but you talking about a jumble mess and I haven't even gotten the rest done? That was hard. So that little bit of footage that you just saw there was 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours of me working. I know it doesn't seem long, but good gosh, after blood and sweat and tears and a lot of frustration and aggravation, it's finally out. So anyway, the steering wheel I could not get off. I'm gonna have to maybe get like a clutch puller or pulley puller to try to get that thing off, because I know it's on there pretty hard. But for now, we're just gonna try to button everything back up, clean up, and get all this AC stuff off and go from there. That's all we can do, is just keep making this thing a little bit lighter. So y'all hang on, let's see if it's much harder to try to get off that air conditioning stuff. So I have been struggling again trying to get this center console box out. I've unplugged the wires to try to move them to get around it, and I read a forum on how to remove this. Watched the video on how to remove it, and it is pretty complicated. So what I figured is, if anybody has gotten to this point on their dash and me trying to sell this, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So this is how I'm gonna do it. I may create another forum and say, watch this. I'm not gonna save this no more. It's over with. That's how you get it out. Just go with it. See? Even then I can't get it out. God, that joker is in there. Son, I know that there's AC lines over here that I'm gonna have to cut, but dadgummit, what else could be holding this thing in? Look at that. It's loose. It's just I think the AC lines are what have it. So, oh, yeah. Let's get to cutting. This is for Travis. I gotta make sure I don't cut the ECU wires. That would be extremely bad, wouldn't it? Here we go. Crap. Hey. Still had Freon in it. I drained it all out. Sure, that scared me. There we go. Got any wires under here? Oh, one wire. There we go. Success! Woo! Got it out. Finally. AC boxes are out. Had a little bit of an explosion there. I drained all the Freon out, but I guess there was some still left in that line whenever I cut, because she came out of there pretty good. So I'm not sure what happened there, but anyway, the center piece is gone, the dash is out, and all the AC box. So you can see that we've got some insulation foam there, look like some sound deadening stuff, a big jumbled up mess. Pray to the Lord that this thing still cranks up, because my brother up in Illinois can attest to that. Our other RSX had a few issues, so we're gonna pray against that. We're gonna get this taken out and then put all this back together and cross our fingers that this thing cranks up. So let's see what happens. I'm nervous wreck that it's not, but I didn't cut anything, so nothing's cut, it's only unplugged. So let's see what happens. So the dash is somewhat put back in. I've just got it sitting in there. It's not actually bolted. I've taken all that back foam looking stuff out and cleaned up as much as I can in the back. But I just had to put it back in because I'm getting ready to call it a day for today. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and finish up, but I had to make sure that this thing cranks. So steering wheel's still just sitting here. I've got everything plugged up that I think I unplugged that's worth anything. Of course, there's wires everywhere, so I'm kind of nervous. So here goes nothing. Y'all know, well, let's see. My brother, a little backstory on his car is he cut the wiring harness, so it was a big catastrophe. So my gosh, am I nervous right now. So here goes nothing. What do y'all think? Y'all think it's gonna crank up? All right, got fuel pump. Here it goes. Cross your fingers. Woo! What a sound. Woo! I can breathe. Oh my gosh, that's nerve-wracking. Hold on, let me jump up out of this thing. Man, that feels so good. Can you believe a car will still crank up and run? So at least I have everything done. Got a lot taken out. Man, that dash was insane. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day for today. I'll come back and tomorrow and we'll get everything cleaned up and get this thing on the scales. And we're back. It's the next day, back in the shop. we are going to go ahead and get everything buttoned back up, take a few more things out off our checklist, get everything nice and clean, and get this thing pushed out, get the scale set up, and see how much weight we've dropped. So let's get right back into it and see if we can get these few last things knocked out. Sunroof. Check. Window, glass. Check. Ooh, money. Definitely have to get the money. Fell out of the dash. It's the most important part. Sponsor money. The guy I bought the car from, see, he's already sponsored me. Thanks, man. Check. And now for the fun part. Done. She's clean. And just like that, everything is buttoned up, vacuumed out, cleaned out. I've got a majority of everything pulled up, removed a bunch of different brackets, cleaned it all up, and it's finished. Check. So now that I got everything done and cleaned up, let's get this car pushed out, get the scale set up, and we'll see what our final weight is. Even though I still have a few more things that I need to remove, we can kind of get, you know, an estimate of how many pounds we've taken out of the car since we first started. Got it up here on the scales, got everything cleaned up, and let's roll it up and see what she weighs. The starting weight, of course, we had the front bumper, and I'm not really weighing that with it on there, but we know it doesn't weigh that much. Was 27.29 if you watched part 1 of this build. So let's roll this thing up there and see what she weighs now. We'll see how much weight we got pushed up or taken off. Here we go. Get her on there. Right there. All right, let's see what the weight shows. 2,091 pounds. It's unbelievable. We have dropped close to 650 pounds off of this car. I can deal with that all day. So let's roll this baby off and try something else. I told y'all that I wanted to weigh that hatch because last video it was pretty obvious that thing was extremely heavy. So let me see if I can get this off without smashing my door. Whoop! Good enough. All right, here we go. Ready? Wow. What does that say? 248 pounds. Wow, 248. Set this right here. That is awesome. Them numbers blow my mind to be able to think that we got 650 pounds out of this car and that hatch alone was 67 pounds. So that is awesome, good news. So I'm gonna call that quits on this video. Got a lot accomplished in this video, at least in my opinion. This car, guys, is like my dream car. I have been waiting to get this car forever. So for me, I still want to get a lot of work done. I'm gonna continue to drop the weight. I'd like to get easily under 2,000 pounds with this car. That's my goal. Maybe even more. I still have a lot to do. When I mean I'm going to go over this thing, I'm going to go over it with a fine-tooth comb. I'm going to remove everything from rubber around the glass to all the little small clips and get rid of every little nut and bolt that doesn't need to be in there. Just because if you're a racer, you understand you want to know your race car. You want to know everything about it, everything that you could have gotten off. You don't want little small clips or things that are not needed on there. So for me, I'm just real OCD about my stuff, so I like it to be perfect. So I'm gonna cut as much weight off as possible and just make it really nice and really, really look good, because that's just how I am. So, but anyway, in this video, we were able to pretty much strip the whole entire inside. For normal race cars, this would be good enough. You could throw the roll cage in and go, but not for me. I want to continue, like I said, to get all the sound dampener off the floor and all the little clips. So, but anyway, super, super, super excited about this. The cage will be here any day. Josh is on his way back with that, so that would be awesome. And we'll get this thing prepped and ready for a cage, and then just keep on going with it. Just keep on doing stuff. We also need to get a few things in the engine done, so that makes me excited as well. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much. Our content is just gonna keep on coming as much as I can, and I love doing this and enjoy it. So if y'all enjoy watching these videos, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, share it if y'all are into this kind of stuff, and we'll keep on putting it out there because I enjoy it. So you guys have a blessed day, and we will see you guys in the next video.